Boyne Thunder is an eagerly anticipated annual charity boating event in Boyne City, Michigan, offering something for everyone. The event brings together powerboat enthusiasts from across the country for a fun weekend on the award-winning shores of Lake Charlevoix and Lake Michigan.
It's kind of like being in a race car on steroids. You're running fast, you're running hard, there's boats around you, you're jumping waves, it's an adrenaline rush. That's what it is.
When I'm on any other lake, I'm the fastest guy out there. But when these guys come, it looked like I dropped anchor and they just blew past me.
Well, they say this is the granddaddy of all poker runs in America, so it's, and how could you beat it, a venue? I mean, up here in July, perfect, we've gotten really lucky the last several years.
The Poker Run is the highlight of the event, where participants collect cards at various checkpoints along the 150-mile route, with the best hand winning a grand prize. The 150-mile Poker Run route winds itself through beautiful Lake Charlevoix, through Round Lake, out to Lake Michigan and Grand Traverse Bay, then all the way up to Little Traverse Bay, Harbor Springs, and back to Boyne City for the finish.
What is it like when you're in that channel, you're getting ready to come out into Lake Michigan, you got boats on all sides of you, maybe a pontoon hanging around? What's that experience like at this event?
I've done it a lot of years. It's a little unnerving at first. You got to pay attention. You don't want to run anybody over. You don't want to get washed out either. So yeah, it's a little bit every man for themselves out there. So you want to get out of there, get some clean water, take off, and get moving. So.
Why is this event so big? I mean, you guys almost like to get together and probably get to know each other.
Yeah, well, they say this is the granddaddy of all poker runs in America. So it's, and how could you beat it, a venue? I mean, up here in July, perfect. We've gotten really lucky the last several years with excellent weather. And just the clean water, everything. People come from all over to come up here. And I really do think it is the finest poker run in America. So.
Tell me about your boat.
So I've got a 2021 46 skater. It's an 8-person cockpit, so 4 in the front, 4 in the back, and it's got Mercury Racing 1350, 1550s in it. So, 2 of them.
I wonder how you guys maintain these amazing boats. Do you wrench on that thing yourself? Do you have somebody to help you?
Yeah, a good friend of mine is a Mercury Racing certified tech, so yeah, we spend a lot of time, not a whole lot. It's a very well engineered engine. It's designed to be used, and if you do the maintenance that they recommend, which is not a short order, you can pretty much count on them to go out and perform for you.
So I ride a Harley, so I have a little appreciation for loud engines. But is the loud a performance issue? Is it tradition? What's that about?
So, loud, actually, some of the older school motors are more loud, but this newer technology, it's called a QC4V Mercury. So it's a quad cam 4-valve motor, turbocharger, actually very quiet around the docks, pretty docile. But yeah, when you lay into them, they do scream pretty good.
So somebody said that you guys go over 100 miles an hour, at least some of the boats, and that blows my mind. Talk about the speeds that.
Oh yeah. So it just kind of depends on the year and the water and how you get out there. But yeah, we run over 100 all day long, and we've had years where we've gone over 170 miles an hour for short spurts. You got to be careful.
What didn't I ask you? What do you think people would like to know?
It's very exhilarating one of those boats. If you ever have a chance to ride in a high-speed performance boat, take the opportunity. So, but it is a labor of love. You got to put a lot into them, but it's like any other hobby toy. So.
And talk about this poker run. So you say that poker runs are big with this style of boat. Is that one of the things that a lot of you guys do that is popular?
Yeah, we do. I do several of them a year, all around the Great Lakes, but this is by far the biggest one in anywhere in the Midwest for sure. So, and but yeah, we do some smaller ones also here and there.
And you know, I've got a little bit of an affinity for Charlevoix, and when I'm boating, I always love going down that channel under the drawbridge.
Yep.
Just share with me your thoughts as you were today coming in from Boyne City, across Lake Charlevoix, and out to Lake Michigan.
So we do that parade lap, obviously, and that's pretty cool, and everybody gets up in there and goes out. I had some friends that came in from New York, first time ever do it, and they're like, wow, this is crazy. This is like, everyone thinks you're a rock star going out of this channel here. This is amazing. So it is pretty neat to see everyone assembled like that.
Well, yeah, there were maybe thousands of people there lining up the channel, boats everywhere. Was that a surprise?
No, I mean, well, not for me because I've done it so many years, but for people that never seen anything like this. And I was just talking to another guy from Lake of the Ozarks, which is a hotbed for powerboats. He said nobody gets that excited out here about this stuff. It's crazy. So how much the community gets into it here. It's refreshing to see that these days.
So, Keith, tell me, what is it like when you're coming in the channel and you're getting ready to head down that channel and be with all the other boats in front of all those people?
Oh man, it's like being a celebrity, as close as you can get to being a celebrity. You're running down the channel, it's lined with people, everybody's hollering, waving, smiling.
You're waving a lot, aren't you?
Yep, you're doing a lot of waving to everybody. It's a unreal experience.
So, how fast do you guys go in your boat?
We run about 100, right around 100.
That's crazy.
Yep.
100 miles an hour.
Yep.
So how was it on Lake Michigan today?
Today for us it was a little calm. We like it a little rough. We like to jump some waves, we like to have some fun. It was a little calm, but we still had a lot of fun.
So do you have a cigarette boat? I see that you got the cigarette. It was like the cigarette boat that started all this, is that right?
Yeah, yep. Yeah, that started this whole thing.
So, how did you get into this hobby, avocation, whatever you want to call it?
Yeah, when I was 11, 12 years old, like my son's age, my dad got a 31-foot offshore, and from there on, I just loved it. When I was 18, we got a boat together, me and my dad, and built that. And from there, we built a few boats over the years, and yeah, it just grew after that.
Do you get an opportunity to be with other people of like mind, like at this event, very often? Do you get to other events?
No, that's the thing. We don't go to too many events. This is one of our only ones we do every year, and yeah, we just love it,
So I'm going to play this again during this video that I did.
Yep.
So our viewers are going to be sitting there watching you guys in the boat. No idea of what that experience is like. Just, can you give them a little bit of a feel?
It's kind of like being in a race car on steroids. You're running fast, you're running hard, there's boats around you, you're jumping waves, it's an adrenaline rush. That's what it is. I mean, there's no other way to put it besides it's just a pure adrenaline rush, and it's a lot of fun.
I noticed today, especially right at the end of the channel, that there were a lot of waves and they were coming from all directions.
Oh yeah.
Do you always know exactly where you're going to go, or do you need
you got to try to pick your lane, and there's waves coming together and wakes coming together, and you just got to try to pick your lane and do your best.
So what is your favorite part of this whole experience?
One is just talking to the local people that come out. We let everybody on our boat. We let people start up the boat. We let them crawl over the boat, take pictures. I mean, that's the biggest thing is, you know, seeing the joy in other people's eyes, getting to experience something like this that don't get to every day. You know, we get to do it a lot, and then you know, going out there and running 100 miles an hour next to other boats and jumping waves, and you know, I mean, it's like nothing else.
There is a little bit of rock star here, you know, and with all the people watching, and your boats are all painted up. I mean, talk about that a little.
Oh, we love it. I mean, we got our boat, and we spent 5 years building it and painting it, and you know, doing interior and all that stuff. And then you come into an event like this, and everybody, you know, they're excited to see it, and it really makes you feel good. And then you get kids on the boat, and they see the boat, and they're starting the boat, and he starts the boat up for everybody, so they can hear how loud it is, and you know, the big motors, the big power, and you know, then you go down the lake and you're jumping waves, and you're 20 foot off other boats running 90, 100 miles an hour. I mean, it's like nothing else.
So I ride a motorcycle, so I understand driving things that are loud.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Oh, it's definitely loud. We like our boat loud. When we built it, someone that helped us, they wanted to talk to some mufflers, and we're like, no, we got to be loud. We got to be loud. And yeah, we like it loud, don't we? Oh yeah, it's got to be loud.
Tyler, how long have you been doing all this?
I've had the boat for about 4 years, no, from 2020. Yep, and I've loved it. It's a 24-foot Sensation rocket, and I've never been more proud of a boat. It does everything that I need it, and then some.
So, and you said when we were talking earlier, it's not the fastest boat, you know, but
it's the fastest when these guys here are not racing against me. So when I'm on any other lake, I'm the fastest guy out there. But when these guys come, it looked like I dropped anchor and they just blew past me.
So talk about the caliber of people that are here in the boats.
Oh, it's a vast majority of people. I have a 24-foot boat, and then, I mean, there's people, big old cigarette, the Apache Indian. Those are amazing boats, huge. I don't even know the size, probably 50-footers. But, I mean, there's everything. Everybody, anybody can come. They all do it. It's pretty cool.
So, what goes into this? I mean, has to be an all-consuming hobby.
It's actually a lot of work. It's basically everything that financially, like if you're paying for it, like a lot of these other guys, it's, you know, they're big money because they have a like the Outlaw and, you know, all the other big boats. But like, I'm just a little guy. I own a residential remodeling company, and I wanted to do it. I know, you know, eventually I want to do Lake of Ozark, so I'm kind of stepping myself up there. But I mean, you can go anywhere.
Talk to me a little bit about, I know you mentioned you're get on Lake St. Clair and some of the other lakes around Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
Talk about being at this event today and coming out that channel. Just talk a little bit about what was going through your head and just like navigating it, and then just the experience.
Well, being the first time, it was a little overwhelming, but honestly, I just followed everybody. I mean, I kept up with most people, but I kind of just followed a lot of the tails because a lot of them were a little bit faster. But once we got into the channels, it was shoulder to shoulder, 3 deep. Everybody was just trying to get out. Everybody was just trying to wave to the fans and the spectators and, you know, give them a show so that way they're all happy and excited, especially for the next years to come. But it was an adrenaline rush, and I loved it.
So, yeah, I got into flying a bunch of years ago, and I love it, and I tell everybody that, you know, they should do it. Would you recommend other people do what you're doing?
100%. Like, even just recreational, you don't have to come out here, you don't have to do the whole event. If you want to scoot around, it's fun, it's easy, you know, get into watercraft. Everybody on the lake waves. Everybody's happy. You never really see mad people or sad unless their boat broke down, but other than that, everybody's always happy. And then, but I mean, even coming out to an event like this, try it at a smaller event, see if you like it. If you do, bite the bullet, do something this big.
All right, Tyler, you're on Statewide TV. Give a plug to your business.
So my name is Tyler. I own a residential remodeling company, Team K Carpentry, LLC. Statewide, we do anything that basically residential and commercial.
Web address, website?
Facebook, Instagram, anything, Team K Carpentry, LLC. Honestly, the one big thing is just to get the inside feel of being inside the boat, while even if somebody's blown past you at 100 miles or 200 miles per hour, some of these guys, and a boat like mine's going 70 and feeling like you're the smallest dog on the water. But I mean, I would tell anybody, at least try it once. Try once. I wish they could make it a little bit bigger so more people could do it, but I really like that it is confined to a smaller amount of people. So that way, you know, it's not overcrowded. It's not, you know, the yahoos who come out on random days during the week and they don't really know how to boat. They don't really know which way to navigate the waters or anything like that.
One more question. Talk about that. I mean, it was a little crazy in there, especially right at the end of the pier. There were waves all over the place.
Yeah.
You know, there were pontoon boats mixed in there with you guys, which just scared the hell out of me. I'm surprised they let them do that, by the way, off the record. But, you know, talk about that.
There was actually a good tri-tune that came out. It was red, beautiful boat. I think it had twins or trips on the back, and it was keeping up with me and just, it was moving. But like all the guys and girls on that boat, they were just loving it. I think they saw me jump a couple waves. I know I was gonna be the smallest. I know that I was gonna be basically maybe the slowest compared to all these other guys. So all the spectators, I gave a show. So if I saw a huge boat out there, I would jump the wake and everybody on the boat would cheer. You would hear the horn honking, and there's probably a couple videos out there of me probably not doing what I should be doing, but I mean, I like to give a show. It's fun.